Hello, everyone. It is G with aromaG's Botanica, and it's time for Friday Live Tarot readings. Notice I don't have my normal background. I'm surprised I'm here. We are on staycation. Rory and I have taken this week off to not do aromaG stuff because we need to rest up before getting ready for the holiday season. We've been going a mile a minute, but I'm still here. I still showed up. Um, we were talking this morning about if you really want to make sure that you see these lives, these tarot lives, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're on Facebook and watch them on YouTube because Facebook honestly will lag in notifying people about things. I have seen people put out events like, come see me and support me at whatever the event is, and I'll see it 4 days later. So, yeah, if you're on YouTube, hit that notifications bell. It tells you, hey, the show's going to start in a little while. Make sure you get your butt in there and figure out your question. So go over there to YouTube if you're on Facebook. What have we been doing while on staycation? Working on things we want to work on. A while back, I talked about putting out the Folklorium magazine, and I think I mentioned that the crunch of 15 to 20 pages every single month in one format turned out not being as glamorous as I thought it would. So I have turned it into a website where everybody can see, and it's now up. I'm still working on it, but just go to folklorium.com. It's folklore with a UM on the end. And you're going to be able to see lots of different articles that I've already got in there. Everything from the first two volumes are already out there. Guardian of the Fields, The Scarecrow, a poem about the crow, how to use corn silk to do divination readings, The Last Sheaf, Crow Magic. There's even recipes, blackberry cornbread and the folk magic behind it. Lunasa in the City, Harvest Magic for Modern Witches, Goldenrod Magic, and there's tons more. The front page only shows so much, so you go over to the blog and you will see lots and lots of them. Fire celebrations, there's pieces of fiction, fire roasted corn with chili honey butter. And these recipes are all based off of, they have some sort of folklore attached to them. Calamus root, how to use it in folk magic, and Leaping the Flames, which is folklore and fire magic of midsummer. So that's not all I'm doing, though. I have got, the Feral Folklorist. We've looked at these stats, and it's now in the top 25% of all podcasts. So make sure to go over and look and listen to my podcast, The Feral Folklorist. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, it's there. And then I'm working on an entire feral universe where the Folklorium I just showed you is soon to be on YouTube, where I'm actually reading an adaptation of those articles where it's a little bit more like narration. And then there is a sister podcast getting ready to start called Feral Folk Tales, where I actually read old folk tales. And we actually have several years of podcasts set up. And a lot of these will have video versions on YouTube. But yes, I've already done 11 episodes. There's only 14 episodes this year in this season. So go get caught up if you aren't. The heater turned on. Let me turn this down so we can actually hear each other, or you can hear me. we don't have these technical difficulties in the office. I'm out here in the chapel. So let's start with, as we always do, the card of the week, the card for the next 7 days. What fits me, it's the planning phase. You've already got some project going on. And this is about assessing it, looking over what you've done, what you're doing, where it's going, and figuring out a clear path. So that is your energy for this coming week. So Joanna Mansour, she's got a $50 super sticker in here. If you want me to read 3 cards, just go to the super chats or super stickers and give $5. Joanna is a big supporter of aromaG's in this show, so she gives more to keep the show going. So 3 cards on her realtor. What's this realtor doing? Not selling that damn house, that's for sure, because it's been a while. It's because your house is so big. I bet you Trump would buy it. The Lovers. 5 of Swords. And the Hermit. The Lovers was the initial partnership of you with the realtor. It's when the two of you got together, decided the realtor was the one to do it, and signed the contracts. The next one was, I don't know, it's a little bit of a rift between the two of you. You have 2 different ideas about what selling a house is, how long it's going to take, how often they show up. Your ideas conflict. Also, either you or him or one or the other can often piss the other one off. So figure out if that's you or them. And the Hermit, which is they're not doing a lot to show off the house right now. They're not pushing it like they should. They're just going one day at a time, hoping the right person shows up. I'm afraid that once again, when your contract with them is up, it's almost time to move on to another one, which would be what? The 3rd realtor? I don't know what's going on with these people, but the house is certainly beautiful enough to have someone buy it. But I believe when you talked to me, the last time they had shown it was 2 months ago. That doesn't sound like a very active realtor to me. 2 months. That's a long time. All right. Next question. Andrea Flanagan. Good morning, Papa G. Can you give me a 1-card general reading? Those are easy. Not always, though, because it can go in any direction. Sunshine. Now, intuitively, like normally this is a happy card and everything, but intuitively, I'm picking up that you will have some sort of message this coming week, I think within 7 days, something that will shed light on some question you've had, or it will finally bring information that you've been needing. Hope that made sense. We got Lady V over in the aromaG's classroom, which is normally where I'm in the next room. Now we're on the other sides of town. Not really. I'm about 4 miles away. Inspired Soul. Should I continue with nail school? It's hard trying to juggle it with other things in my life. Are we talking about fingernails, or you're going to be a contractor? I'm pretty sure you mean fingernails. How long does one go to nail school? Nine of Pentacles. You should probably stick with it. It will be another source of income. It'll be you can always fall back on it. You can do it as a part-time gig if you don't want to do it full-time. Yeah, you should stick with it. It's another skill in your arsenal. Laura tells everyone happy Friday. Hello to me and Tanya or Tanya. May I have a general card pulled, please? Pull. Ace of Cups is, it can be an idea or it can be an emotions overflowing. It can be, cups are usually about emotions, love, warm feelings. It can also be, if it were turned in reverse, it can be being overwhelmed. But I think I think you're going to have lots of good feelings, warm people around you for soon. You'll be overflowing with positive emotions. Jessica says good morning. Hello, Iolita. Jessica Lloyd. Okay, I joined YouTube instead of Facebook. Yes, thank you. It will let you know when to be here. Hello from Donaldson Jane. So Jane would like a card. Strength. It's, when this comes up in a one card reading, it's more about just telling you to sort of hang in there. There's something that has been pulling at you, nagging at you, sort of, sort of testing your patience. So it just says hang in there. Happy Hissy Fits wants a card for their relationship. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is also sort of a planning card. I wonder, is the relationship new? Or if it's not new, you need to just do something to make it feel like it's new. If it is new, it's like it tells you to slow down, like it's new, calm down. If it's not new, it says, yeah, you need to do something to freshen it up. Now, Jessica Lloyd did a super sticker, so she gets 3 cards. Let me find Jessica's. Oh, Olivia did too. All right, guys, I need to know your questions. Okay, Olivia says she doesn't have a specific question. But let me see if I can find Jessica's. Jessica, did I read yours before? You did that? No. So Jessica, let me know in the comments what your question is, or if it's just a general question. I'm looking. Okay, I'm going to move to Jessica. While you put your comment in the question in the comments, I'm going to do a single card for Laura, who wants a card. Knight of Pentacles. It's sort of like money troubles are just on the edge of being okay with you again. It's not there yet, but there's some sort of breakthrough, which could always be a job. It could be a budget finally working out, something like that. Okay, Jessica's question, a general question, not sure why I can't see it. The vibe of this weekend in a 3-card draw. All right, let me shuffle. The vibe of this weekend. Shuffle and cut, shuffle and cut. 10 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Justice. You're going to get arrested this weekend. Let's see. 10 of Wands. I'm wondering, are you going to work on something this weekend? Or something that feels like work? It could be like me. There are projects that you have that are actual work, but it's not work to you because you enjoy it. Maybe a project. It could even be an art project or something. Six of Cups is nostalgia. So whatever that is, it should be something that you, number one, enjoy, that brings you fond memories, that can build more memories. And justice is about finding balance. So are there other people in your life that want you to do one thing this weekend, but you want to do something else? Um, I'm wondering, yeah, are you wanting to spend the entire weekend like crafting or just doing your own thing and other people want you to do their thing? That middle card is sort of like says, if that's the case, you need to do your own thing. Um, some of these may not even be questions. You may be asking me to tell you what to do. So if I'm telling you what to do, it says, tell everyone to buzz off, make a big pot of chili, and stay in all weekend to do arts and crafts. Tell me if that made sense in the comments. Oh, there's lots of you in the comments. Make sure I don't lose my place. Jessica, I do have to work. I'm on call and crocheting. Where is it? You just reaffirmed that I need to continue crocheting. I'll start a crafting business. I'll just start a crafting business. Okay. I like confirmations. Now let me make sure I'm not missing. Let me go backwards. I don't want to miss anyone. Hello, Dawn. Renee had, may I have a card, please? I'm going to switch over to Lenormand for a little bit. Letter. You're going to receive some form of written communication. Now, these days, it could be an email or a text. It used to just mean, when these cards were made, a letter, a postcard. It can be contracts to sign. There's some sort of formal communication that's going to reach you. It doesn't have to be business. It can just be someone finally making a statement that you've been waiting for. So that's what that means, Renee. And Olivia gave a super sticker. So she gets 3 cards. And let me get down. I saw your question. You don't have a specific question, whatever Spirit wants you to hear. First one is the boat or the ship, which is about movement. It can be about travel. A lot of times it's just about movement, traveling. The fish is abundance or money, and the clover is luck. So I'm wondering, are you thinking about moving to a new job or a new department or a new position? Because if you are, and you're wondering whether you should, it's actually a good move. It would be a good move for you to, or are you thinking about moving to a new job somewhere else? So one that's a little bit more money, one that you would be happier in. If you've never thought of that before, maybe start to think of it now. I think it's job related, about moving on, moving up. Where are we? What time is it? 10:49. Elena wants a card, but first I have to have a sip of coffee. Elena. Your card is the stars, which means you have lots of different options. I don't know if you have a specific question in your head. This camera is not as good as focusing in. It wants to stay focused on me. Let's see if I can get it in there. Come on. Well, you get the gist. You know what a star is. But this star is in Lenormand cards, meaning you have so many different options. Don't worry about which one you're trying to pick. Maybe you should try several things. I don't know what it's in relation to, but it's about exploring all your options. Migrata. Should my family move into the rental on Bartlett Street? No. The Fox card, it's a stepping in a pile of shit card, trouble, unexpected BS. So, yeah, the answer is no, Greta. They should not move into that rental. Lycia Queen. Hello, may I have a card for the month of November, please? November is going to be good for you because you'll actually be going to this phase of planning things. It's the Lily card in Lenormand, which means sometimes it means retirement. And some people say it means sex. I don't understand why it means sex, unless you're a necrophiliac, because lilies are normally funerary flowers. So I don't get the sex association. But it's really about long-term planning, retirement, making plans that are solid. So that's what November is going to be about for you. The planning part. Jessica, oh, there was Jessica asking the question. Sorry to hear that, Olivia. She said, I have a lot going on in my life right now. Lost an important member of my family. Now is the time of year where that happens, people. It's always in the fall and the winter where people decide it's time to go. Let's see. I'm glad to see everyone chatting in the room. I'm just trying to find a question. Elena, didn't I already do a card? Well, I'll do another one. Love to see you every Friday. Don't forget me when I have a card. It's the death card. There's something you've got to put an end to. Just there's something you just got to stop it. Stop. You know what it is. Stop that. Katie wants a card. Listen, I pulled from a different part of the deck. It's the death card again. So, Katie, stop it. Once again, something else is just like, stop, cut it out. Whatever the thing is, kick it to the curb. Stop. Olivia says, I live on a farm and I'm thinking of starting my hand at bees. There's a channel on YouTube where I know she says it this way on purpose now, because there's a lady who goes out and she gets bees when they're swarming someplace. And she always pronounces it bees. There's another day of me collecting the bees. So I think she did that naturally in the beginning. And then once she figured out people were really responding to it, she kind of hams it up a little bit with the word bees. Go find her. Iolita Flawis. I just seen your mirror magic and spirit directed me to your live. May I have a card, please? I'm new here. Yes, mirror magic. Eight of Pentacles, which is about, it can be an apprenticeship card. It can be about learning something new, getting a new skill, or maybe there's something that you already know how to do, but you've got to learn it just a little bit more, sort of refine your skills on it. Hopefully, you know what that is. Elena, something about it just says ex love. Is that a question? Something about your ex love? Well, it's the lover's card, so is there hope that it could be resparked? Maybe. Maybe. You won't know unless you ask them. All right, guys, it's been 25 minutes. I've gotten to the bottom of the questions. I'm going to go work on. I know I'm on vacation, but this is our way of vacation. We do things that we like. I'm working on my Feral Folklorist podcast, on Folklorium magazine, the Folklorium videos, and finalizing these scripts for the Feral folk tales. So yeah, I've got lots to do. I actually have about 2.5 years of not scripts, but concepts laid out. I know the lineup for the next two years of what I'll be talking about. So please go over to theferalfolklorist.com. Check out my podcast. If you don't want to go there, go to Apple. Go to Spotify. Go to iHeartRadio. It's all on there. You can even find them here on YouTube. If you go to my personal channel, it's not on aromaG's. Mine is Folk Magic Studio. You can subscribe over there too for the stuff I do. And for right now, they're under podcasts. But what I'm going to do in about an hour is upload video versions of them where there is movement and you can actually listen to it that way. So expect in about 1 hour, you will be able to listen to on my YouTube channel, Folk Magic Studio, a video version of the season 1, episode 1, Robert Johnson and the Devil at the Crossroads. So until next Friday, make sure you have a good Halloween. This next Wednesday, is it next Wednesday? Is Reverend Roy's class at aromaG's.com every 2 weeks, every 2 Wednesdays, second and fourth Wednesday. We've been doing free classes at the store. I did doll magic. Thank you to everyone who showed up. And he will be doing one on Samhain. So that's in the store. Are they on YouTube? Not right away. We want your butts to come into the store and build community. So my doll magic class still isn't on YouTube. It'll probably be there maybe a few days after his class. So yeah, we're making you wait 2 or 3 weeks. So you drag your butts into the shop. So in the meantime, go to aromaG's Botanica, AROMAGS. I'm Papa G. Next week, we'll pull more cards. Bye-bye.